It's your girl, Toya the Bossy One, coming at you today with a car chronicle. I know it's been a while, but I'm back. So, it's been a couple of different things, that have been going on in my life. I'll give y'all, a really brief synopsis. I think I stated that, I was laid off from my prior job that I had been at for almost 3 years. And I went through, a couple of months where I wasn't working at all. I was just living off the land in a sense and, trying to, travel around, get my feet wet and see some things and take a much needed break because, I work a lot. It's just how I am. When I work, I'm a workaholic. Like I'm always on the scene, always trying to make it happen. But recently I started working with another company. And I've been there, and it's been an adjustment for me, getting, back and forth to work and then working out the schedule, because my son and I, we carpool, sometimes or whatever and that. So just working that whole situation out has been, it's been a task. So I've been, my attention's been, divided, and I've been dealing more or less with that. So I haven't had a chance to really get in and make videos like I know that I should. It's just it's an adjustment. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy making videos, for you guys, but I like to talk when I feel like I have something to say. Like you just have some people that, can talk about anything, like they've mastered and crafted the small talk. Not me. I've never been a small talker. I don't think it's going to ever really happen. And I only open my mouth to speak when I have something to say. So, bear with me. It's not personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is just how I am. In a quarter mile, merge onto I-15 South. And, of course, the GPS. You can't get around in these parts without it because you never know when there's going to be a road closure or something going on. So I always put my GPS on when I'm going to work because people tend to do crazy stuff on the way to work, and it ends up causing delays in traffic from time to time. So I need to know, if I can take a shorter route. Continue on I-15 south for 15 miles. Whatever, route that would get me there, in the amount of time that I need. Anywho, like I said, I'm a Pisces, and I'm a Pisces sun sign, I'm a Scorpio moon, and Libra rising, Libra ascendant, whatever. And yes, people would think, if you have a Libra ascendant or something like that, if you guys are savvy in your chart, you would think a person with a Libra ascendant would like to talk because it's air, and air signs, Libras, Aquariuses, and Geminis, they're chatty. They tend to be more chatty, I should say. I can't say all of them are, but they tend to be more chatty when you have, either a Libra sun moon or ascendant, Gemini sun moon ascendant, Aquarius sun moon ascendant. If it's in your chart, that's an air sign. So air signs, they talk, they feel air. But due to the fact that I have an introverted sign and a fixed sign as a moon and a sun, it makes me pull back on my air. So I'll talk if it's something that I want to talk about, if it's something that interests me, if it's something that I'm knowledgeable of. But if it's not, I'll be introverted about it and be to myself, and that Scorpio moon in me keeps me like grounded and firm, and I won't move. It's just how I am. So many times in my life I've been wanting to say things, and I'll be having conversations with my inner self, and a little voice inside of me will be like, nope, not opening my mouth. Nope. You're just gonna sit here. And that's what ends up happening. So that's a little tidbit about me, and as always, I always promote looking into your natal chart to find out more about your personality and to find out more about yourself. It has really helped me tremendously, find out who I am as a person and why I do the things I do and why I think the way that I think. And now I understand why, it's such a worldwide effort to keep people from astrology, because astrology will basically explain the world to you and why people do the things they do and why people end up in the places that they end up and why we end up with the people around us that we do and why we attract certain things. It's crazy, and I mean, Car Chronicles today is because I have been having an issue with someone that I work with. Now it's funny because I'm older now and I'm starting at a new company. Most people around my age have probably been with their companies for a long time and they've established themselves. So everyone knows their personality and how they are. So you really don't bump heads too much anymore. You may have those, workplace grudges or whatever you may want to call them. And normally that's solidified. Both parties know, hey, we're not, the most fond of each other. And they tend to keep their distance. And all is pretty much well with the world. People have, purchased homes, cars, they've made investments, kids are in college. So the mindset is different, right? Now, that goes with the maturity of the job. For certain people, right? Some people are just mature in that that's always how they think. It doesn't make a difference whether they got there today or yesteryear. They have that maturity about them. They carry themselves in a certain way. So they always are in that mindset to be doers and, movers and shakers. So they don't go through the, childish back and forth, I'm on get off my mountain qualms. Now, you have another group of people who are very immature in their ways and they don't grow up, and it's unfortunate when they're older. And that's what I'm dealing with. I am dealing with an older woman who is immature. I'm talking about she's so immature that everyone is sitting back watching it. And I don't understand how, honestly, she's survived at this company being a temp as cantankerous as she is. She is so bitter in her ways and just grumpy and just a grouch and just miserable that I don't understand how she's lasted the time that she has there. And in this company, you start off as a temporary. I'm a temporary too. And, my coattail was pulled that she actually, was the reason why 2 of the last temps either got fired or quit. I don't know whether they quit or got fired. Some people say they quit, some people say they got fired. It's not up to me to decide or to try to decipher what really happened with them because it's not my business. I can only, mind the business that gets my check to the bank. You know what I'm saying? But she is like, and it's so funny because yesterday I walked in the bathroom and I caught her on the phone. I look like, how you have the handicap stall. It's at the end. So as you're walking in that direction, you're looking straight ahead. I'm looking straight ahead. And she's basically right there by the dang on crack in the dang on door, texting away on her phone. But you report everybody else for having their phones. But you're steady going to the restroom texting. And then, she's had this sickness that suddenly came on her ever since her and I had our little, incident. And she's been so sick that she can't talk. We're in customer service and you can't talk on the phone. Oh, she lost her voice. And one of the supervisors called her out. It was so funny. At the end of the day, he said, wow, you sound a whole lot better. He was like, you sound a whole lot better than you did earlier today when you weren't on the phones. And I'm just like, you're in your 50s. Because mind you, she's in her 50s. And you're playing games like a little kid. You're worse than a 20-something-year-old. You're literally in the workplace playing games. And she's a black lady. And I don't understand it. And then she's going to say something, oh, I'm happy that more of us are here because there's another young lady who's black that just started. And then there's another gentleman who's black and he just started. And she's like, oh, I'm so glad that we're here. And you're going to point to our skin. No, you're not. You want to be the only person in this department. You want to be the only black woman in this department because you want to have the upper hand and think that you can mother over people. That's not how it goes, And one of the other YouTubers that I listen to, a lot, Successful Ladies Live, she said something the other day that was so true. Black women have a tendency to want to mother over everybody. It is not your job to be my mother or anybody else's in our department's mother. We all have mothers. It's not your job to mother over someone. Mother over your own kids. You don't talk to me like I'm your child. And she tried to talk to me one day and is going to have the audacity to tell me first you ask me a question, and as I'm trying to explain it to her, she's gonna say, oh, that's too much chit chat. I'm like, what? Oh, you're chit chatting too much. I'm like, what are you? I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. You don't have to worry about me chatting with you anymore. I promise you, I'll never chat with you again. And I walked away. And I meant that shit. I meant it to the core of me. So yesterday when we were because I guess she was just going to the bathroom so many times yesterday that we happened to bump into each other. I was leaving out, I was washing my hands. And she's like, well, how was the ride coming in? Because my job where I work at is like, on a regular day, it's like a 45-minute drive. But we have like terrible traffic. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes my commute in is good, sometimes it's bad. As I stated when I had my GPS on earlier, that, the traffic is up and down. That's why I keep my GPS on. So she's going to ask me, oh, well, how was your commute in yesterday? And I told her it was clear, and I walked right out the bathroom. I don't have anything to say to you. That's all you're going to get. And the only reason why I said that much is because there was other people in the restroom, and I didn't want to come off, I didn't want to give her the opportunity to say, see. I tried to talk to her. I just tried to, ask her how her commute was. You see how rude she was? I don't want to give her that opportunity because I called her rude to her face. I told her, I said, you are a very rude person. So when I walked out the restroom, I just said, oh, it was clear, and I left. We're not going to chit-chat. Nothing. I don't have anything to say to you, And she's like going around asking other coworkers, where am I at? What am I doing? Like, why does that matter to you? Why do you care about where I'm at and what I'm doing? Why don't you mind the business that pays you before you mess around and miss out on your opportunity to become a permanent employee after all the time you've put in because you're so worried about what Tamara's doing and what she has going on? I'm going to be okay. Whether I'm at this company or whether I go somewhere else, I'm going to be okay. It's in the cards for me. And that's what I believe. And that's my affirmation that I say to the universe every day. And my relationship with the universe don't have nothing else to do with anybody else. And I don't care about it. And I know that I have a good relationship with the universe because I see the fruits of my labor. I don't care about what nobody else has going on because it's not my business. The agreement that you have is not with individuals. The agreement that you have is with the universe, your creator, whatever you choose to uphold in your life. That's your agreement. So because Jesus ain't working it out for you, don't come over here in my ballpark. Because you or Jesus ain't welcome over here. Period. So it's really sad, So I'm dealing with it, and honestly, it's amusing to me. I'm so glad that I'm on her mind like that, I'm of the belief. I'm honestly of the belief that if you don't have any haters,
2 miles, take exit 123.
And I'm not just saying one of those, one of those delusional haters where somebody be like, oh, turn down this phone a little bit. I'm not talking about one of those, delusional haters where people like, oh, they hating on me, and now they hating on me. No, you're probably just genuinely a bad person, and ain't nobody hating on you. You're just crap. I'm not talking about one of those type of, people that sit up and say haters. No, I'm talking about genuine haters when you are doing anything wrong, when you're being the best you that you can be, and they just hating on you for no reason, and you can't figure it out. I feel like, hey, why not? Because there must be something great about me. If you need to know my whereabouts, where I'm at on this planet, what my geographical location is, what's my latitude and longitude on the planet in order to make your day great, hey, who am I to judge? There's more admirers. So when I step in and I'm looking good and I'm fly and I'm well, rested and I'm all, moisturized and I'm well hydrated, I have somebody to admire it outside of myself. So, with that being said, fam, I just wanted to pop in and talk about that and just, let y'all know what's going on in my life and what's the latest, you dig. And just to say hello to you guys and let you all know that, I am here, I am doing good. I just, got some things going on in my life. Sometimes when life, happens, you gotta be there to respond to it, But other than that, as always, remember to be prolific, be abundant, do something good for yourself, and always do something good for somebody else. Until next time, fam, take care, please. And enjoy your winter festivities. Peace.